Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Batman Arkham Asylum. So we're supposed to be fighting the Joker here and we've failed several times. They're throwing just a lot at you, certainly. Um, so the thing is, more than likely what you want to do is try and take out enemies quickly and concisely and not take any damage.
Right? Don't worry, Batman. He's mostly harmless. Get it?
So I'm gonna see if I can throw cluster grenades and get rid of some people that way. Meanwhile, these carts are happening and running around hitting people, so it would be really nice if you could get some life refills while you're knocking out people.
This is getting boring. Maybe a little spice things up. We are gonna hurt.
So we need to try to get rid of the Titan, I think, before anything else, and that's just gonna be a challenge. Abramovich will try and attack everybody else, particularly if you shoot him with the electricity. And I am really not sure if this isn't a case where the game is just being easier on us. So we want this guy to hit this guy now. Get rid of the Titan, get rid of Abramovich.
I believe you smeared across this room. I will bury you. I will bury you.
There's Abramovich, which then that pretty much just leaves this guy. Alright, well, 1, 2, 3, then lets you beat on this guy completely. And that totally feels like this is a case where you where the game just let me win after 5 attempts.
What are you waiting for?
Is that Bane? Or is that someone else that is coming to save him, or was that just luck?
Any last requests? How about a joke?
How about a trade? Let him go. Take me in his place.
I'll handle the jokes around here.
Talia al
Talia,
Ghul.
what are you doing?
I represent the great Ra's al Ghul, head of the demon, master of the League of Assassins.
Well, bully for you.
Free
think-
Batman, and we will give you the secret of immortality.
Don't do it, Talia. He'll be unstoppable.
What? You mean she's telling the truth?
Interesting. This again feels like a hallucination.
Do we have a deal?
No!
Oh, shut up! After you, my dear.
We offered you this chance, Batman. Now follow your heart.
So she saves your butt, and she has the tracker on her chest, so you can follow her.
Are we not done yet, Ivy? I told you that thing with the flowers wasn't my fault. You know it, I know it.
You should have.
Wow, the
watered
lip
them.
sync is just terrible.
You said you would water them. Now there's only one left, and Strange has it, sealed in his vault.
Well, in that case, I think we can strike a deal. I need a way into his vault, and I think you're just the girl to help. If you get me in there, I'll get your plant. Deal?
I should kill you.
It's so ridiculous. Like, we are
No
15,
kiss?
20
I'm kinda
hours
disappointed.
since the last time we saw this scene. And again, I feel like this is just DLC stuff that they crammed in. Alright. We want to... Oh, there's all kinds of, like, claw marks. Interesting. Well, this definitely puts you in a weird position because you may very well never play as Catwoman again. And you clearly can't get all of the Catwoman trophies right now. Like, you might be able to get to them, but I don't know if they're really worth it. That was not my intention, but whatever. See, she has a very different style of movement. And it's right bump, right bump, right bump, although the A button seems to also work. We can see it seems like it's snowing a little bit more. So that we can assume time has changed. Getting a lot of visual pop in. Yeah, that gave me 200 XP. Honestly, it probably is worth your effort to grind out as much as possible. It's not a great experience, though, I have to say, like, to have struggled so much with the process of fighting that fight just to lose, which doesn't feel very Batman-y. Just to have the game then give you a break.
Batman should have left them.
We should double check just to make sure that
They are to rot here.
that ability doesn't happen. See, what I assume is going to happen here is... Yeah, that's a lot of people. That is a lot of people for Catwoman to try and take out.
Batman and Freeze working together? Now that's something I didn't expect.
And we're not going to have any, like, green guys. Even though that probably is a green guy.
It's Catwoman!
Unless there was some special way to open these vents or something.
I see you're too scared to face me!
yeah, this is just a lot. So, throw some different things. I'm trying to get as many of the Catwoman fighting mechanics done. I don't know if Catwoman can really take this many people though. This is asking a lot.
I'm gonna die here. We're gonna hurt
She moves way faster, and I appreciate that. And I kind of wish Batman was faster, but the free flow fast action concept here still doesn't really fix what I think is just a fairly flawed gameplay mechanic. Man, she looks really small too. She's being rendered really, really small. Like half the height of a door. Alright, well. Where was the Catwoman trophy? Is it in the building or is it outside the building? I guess it's outside the building. We don't have the ability to scan for riddles. We don't have the ability to get the riddle things. Yeah, she is being rendered incredibly small. Yeah. I doubt we're gonna get significantly better arrangements as far as where's that trophy? Why are the lights so bright? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get big clumps of experience. So that becomes another issue, certainly. Where you probably don't want to fight too much. We missed some things. Apparently this is just straight up locked. So I wonder if that means right now, yeah, I guess they're just saying everything is locked. Alright, we need an upgrade here. One claw climb using 8 separate leaps without missing the timing for a single jump. And pounce attacks. Which you have to figure out which one is the pounce attack. Pounce on the target from the top. Vex. Okay. Where is this sneaky little Catwoman trophy? Have I ever had eyes on it? Or has it always been just mapped? See, I doubt it could be under the building like that. Unless you're supposed to walk on flotsam. Where are you hiding? This really has just put you back into that weird position where you're not really playing the game or not doing the main story, at least of the game. This is a helicopter pad, so unless there was a way to climb downward on that. It says the Catwoman Trophy is here. I see no Catwoman Trophy here. Kind of does look like there is something down there. But without Batman's assistance, that's it. Interesting, we also have now just straight up frozen pass. Let's see, what do we have? We caltrops, we have bolas. And there's a straight up frozen path here. They let you just run around the edge, which that's cool and all. Is there... I mean, there's Catwoman trophies all over the place. I don't know if it's really worth our effort to try and go to the steel mill and collect that one Catwoman trophy. I don't know if it's really worth our effort to even try and get most of these. Is there something I could get that would be really, really high up? Four. Okay, that's four. One, two, three. One. Yeah, I don't think this system works. I think we can try and get this one, and this one. We can almost certainly get that one. Work our way here, work our way here. We can try and run around through some of these, but clearly we are still... Alright. See, that was like one climb. Yeah, we still need Batman. This game needs to all of a sudden, like 40 or 50 minutes, 40 or 50 hours into gameplay, needs to turn into this oddly odd co-op game. Because it's just not going to work any other way. And yeah, all this is supposed to be is some falling action. That's clearly all this is supposed to be right now. Interesting. So this is where the helicopter and Vicky Vale got shut down, and there's supposed to be a Catwoman trophy there. I question that. How would one get to the bottom side of this bridge? Okay. There we go. Whip does not allow you to collect anything, so you don't have that claw. So it is more of a situation like that, this, every time. Yeah, there was no Catwoman trophy in the police department. There's not one inside this building. There's not one inside this building, so it's gonna be fairly easy. Okay. Let's see if we can get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you're gonna have to find a really, really tall building to do 8 in a row. 1, 2, 3. And that's kind of odd that it's gonna make me actually climb up higher to pick it up. That was left open last time I saw it, that Riddler trophy, but whatever. This obviously was one of the very first trophies they designed, because it's the only one that is somewhat simplistic and also designed for both Catwoman and Batman. Right. So what I'm trying to do is see if I can convince this to decide to let me climb significantly higher. Okay, that wasn't quite there. See, that's not quite there either. Guess maybe if we can lock in on a target and then get as far as possible away. See, that still doesn't feel like 8. Alright, well, that's about the tallest tower I think we could get to anytime soon, so... But this climbing mechanic and the timing mechanic is much like the fighting mechanic in that it kind of is only punishing and punitive. It's not It doesn't really benefit you by giving you extra experience or a better result. I wonder if there would be even a reason to go back to your house. Like you don't even have side missions right now, so we kind of have proven that even that's something that you're locked out of. Which, okay, that's good to know.
It's Catwoman!
Yeah, I kind of feel like they're going to throw smaller numbers of enemies at you also while you're playing as Catwoman. It really wouldn't make a lot of sense for you to just get completely throttled by dozens of like snipers or something like that. Store is open though, so nope. Moving on.
I heard Bruce Wayne got put in Arkham City. I'd like to get 5 minutes with that bitch.
See, yeah, this engine is highlighting a major problem with its graphics engine and the idea of open world. And it really highlights how the concept of open world video games were pushed, frankly, far too early. Maybe a decade earlier than it really should have happened.
She's here!
Because, yeah, the pop-in and the graphics here is just something you wouldn't expect to see in a 2021 game.
Look out! It's the cat!
I'm not really minding the idea that we're avoiding that we're just collecting a few of these collectibles, but I think we probably want to go to this and then just move the main story forward. Like, I just think it probably would not be worth your time to try and get this one and this one and this one and then go into the sewers and try and get all of these and then work your way back this way and deep into the steel mill, deep into this. So I think this will be the last one we'll try and get, and then we'll just move the story forward. Maybe this time we're going to have a lot more story that happens, or maybe the city is just going to change quite a bit. As soon as we can get an upgrade, I think we have to hope for armor upgrades. As far as fighting combats, the claw climb at least 8 separate leaps without missing the timing, and a pounce 3 times is about it. Seems like when we look at the Catwoman trophies, there's some areas where we've gotten almost all of them already, and some of the areas we haven't been into, so obviously we haven't gotten all of them. Seems like we almost certainly will get into the museum as a part of the story. It would definitely make a lot of sense.
More snow. Great.
Catwoman's over here!
If you just don't have the pellets, you don't have...
She's dead!
You don't have the abilities.
Time to die, kitty cat.
This is another great example of lines of dialogue that you probably will just never hear. Or a lot of players will just probably never hear.
Heard the Riddler was back. Looks like they were.
Right. Back to this direction. I still don't really understand the whole concept here of the timing mechanic.
Catwoman's here! Oh, is the little cat scared of me? Looks that way. Get over here, Catwoman. What's wrong? You too scared to fight?
So I don't think I can get that one either. Which means turn to the main
Come
story.
here, Catwoman. I'm gonna kick your ass.
One,
Call it in.
one, two,
Command, we're in
three,
Sector 2.
4, 5, 6,
Vault
7.
is compromised. We believe the attacker was Poison Ivy. Over.
Roger that, Tiger 87. Hold your position and await orders. Over.
Affirmative. Set up a perimeter. Protect the entrance.
Okay. Get it just right. So apparently I missed some timings there. But that was enough for 8. Honestly, this might be just another case where it might be a high frame rate issue, because unless there's something better than good, yeah, and unless there's something better than good, I felt like I was doing that. Okay, it seems to me like there's nobody here. But there's a door to the Mad Hatter's area there. And then there's a couple of guys. And apparently we can't really see which guy's which, so... That was not the ability. But anyway, Catwoman scratched his face, which is slightly more brutal, I think, than what Batman does, because Batman just smacks them into the ground and gives them concussions, whereas she does that and scratches her face. Alright, so...
Good girl, Ivy. I can always count on you to make the Earth move. I guess you're tunneling into Strange's vault below ground.
Look at Catwoman's outfit. Well, on the front of it, it's mostly the same, but you can see some scratch marks already on her legs, and on the back of it you can see quite a lot of scratch marks and scars and such. We've barely been playing anything as her at all, so that's crazy. I also want to point out again, it seems like she has like white underwear that's showing through in this outfit. If that's not what it really is, then they've just made a very weird decision here in her leather catsuit to make it look like it has a panty line in the back. And yeah, I don't know what to say. There's like nothing new to say there. It's not good. It's definitely not good. So we are going to do what looks like a small gameplay section, if I was to guess.
There are Ivy's vines, and there's the storage facility. Nice work, Red. Time to get in there.
I wonder if this was DLC content that would have had to been accessed at one point through going through the main menu. That would have made a lot of sense. And instead of sticking to that, they integrated it into the main game, although they pretty much did that fairly awkwardly. The only thing I could think is that in this confiscated goods vault, you might get an upgrade for Batman. Authorized personnel only through that door. Plenty of bad guys through that door. Bolas. Doesn't seem like there's anything else you can do. It's not like it's not climb over this box or anything.
Okay, there's the vault. Looks like a standard 3-card security protocol. Really? You'd think these people would have learned by now. Hopefully the keys are down there, deep in the pockets of those tiger guards.
Again, this is a case where she's just
I'll need to be
thinking
quick
to
and stay out of
herself.
sight. One wrong move and the fail-safes will trigger, and that vault will be locked down permanently.
Pickpocket the 3 cards without being seen or heard. So you definitely know that this is where the stealth went. Like, if there was...
Protocol 10 will commence in 10 minutes.
Okay. Is there a way to drop down on these guys? Not be seen or heard easily, or... I'm assuming what happens here. Is you do that, and then seems like there's some alarms, yeah. So you pickpocket the 3 guards, which is fine. But then how do you get through the door. Seems like more than 3 guards have keys on them. But it seems like there's probably only 3 guards that are wandering around a bit of a set pattern. Right. I don't see why we're putting the claw marks down here. He's picking his butt. They made a custom animation for that.
That's all the keys. Next stop, the security room.
Alright, so where are we going? So we're not just opening the vault yet. We're instead working our way through this door. Which is anybody coming near me? Gonna see me? I don't think so.
What's wrong with you, Selena? Trying to leave without retrieving your precious loot from Strange's vault.
We have an intruder.
Escape from Arkham City is impossible, Catwoman.
Okay, that sucked. Interesting, that image also seems to show less cleavage than the way the game actually depicts it. Alright, well.
Got something. Move to my location.
Compromise. Shut it down.
Your thieving ends now.
So I kind of wish the game had saved when I collected all of the things, but whatever. We can do this a second time. Let's see. Some of these claw marks are from previous gameplay, so it does kind of feel like what it's trying to supply you with is a possible strategy improvement concept. I don't know if I really appreciate it though.
That's all the keys. Next stop, the security room.
Let's go back to the security room and just assume that there's something here we're supposed to do. Is it back through this door?
What's wrong with you, Selena? Trying to leave without retrieving your precious loot from Strange's vault.
Oh, so you use the computer.
What's going on?
Someone's opening the vault.
Is this a drill?
If it is, no one told us. Listen up. The room is hot. Spread out and search for intruders. No prisoners. Move.
Okay.
I don't like this. You think it's Batman?
I hope not.
So-
we've got special orders.
Is our goal now to break into the
him.
main vault?
With any luck, it's just some Arkham scum trying to get rich. We can have a little fun with them. No sign of target.
Let's see. Silent takedown.
Move to my location. Target is in the area. Target spotted above us at my location.
Alright, so
Target is mobile.
So you're gonna have to eliminate all
your brain, Miss
all 3 of the Wanderers first, and then you're going to just do a silent takedown.
What's going on?
Someone's opening the vault.
Is this a drill?
If it is, no one told us. Listen up. The room is hot. Spread out and search for intruders. No prisoners. Move!
I don't like this. You think it's Batman?
I hope not. We've got special orders for him. With any
See,
luck, it's just some
you're
Arkham
still
scum
just
trying to
playing
get
in
rich.
detective mode.
We can have a little fun with them. Target is lost. Move to locate. Moving to cover location.
Okay.
I've lost contact with target.
So I will check the ceiling, which means
I've got a visual on Catwoman.
these guys are better at doing their job than all the other thugs.
This is Tiger 5-4. We have confirmation that target is in the steel mill. I repeat, Batman is in the steel mill.
Good. Make it our first target. Protocol 10 will wipe both the Batman and the Joker from this Earth.
Target is set.
Then let Protocol 10 commence.
Understood.
So
Commencing in 3,
Protocol 10.
2, 1.
So as Catwoman is surviving and succeeding, Batman is getting a missile shot at him, it seems. And there's like not a really big reason to check all this out, but I assume there's areas here that you could have wandered around a little bit more. Again, cleavage. I mean, what can you say? That was... You could have had her turn to her side and not do it that way. See, this feels like this is just going to be the end of...
Looks like this kitten's got the cream.
The end of this whole gameplay section. There's 2 things and a plant. And then there's just a whole bunch of other vaults. And kind of generic stuff that's not really loading in. Again, the graphics may not be loading in because I've left the game running. Let's pick up Poison Ivy's orchard.
Try and tie me up in your plants? Like hell.
That was me.
Does that hurt much, Ivy?
That was mean. Then take your pick, I guess, of which briefcase.
It appears we have caught our intruder. Teach her a lesson. Oh, tonight just keeps getting better. Batman will soon be dead, and now I have you too, Mrs. Kyle.
And see, we're now back to just another fight sequence where it feels like the game is probably wanting you to fail here, but who knows if that's really the case. I can't. I gotta get a combo up big enough so that I can try and get a beat down on the armored guy.
Escape from Arkham City is impossible, Catwoman.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't have to start
Looks
over
like
again.
This kitten's got the cream.
Alright, well this time we won't take the poison ivy plant, and seems like you open both
It appears we have caught our intruder.
the briefcase on the right no matter what.
Oh, tonight just keeps getting better. Batman will soon be dead, and now I have you too, Mrs. Kyle.
I want to get a beat down on the armored guy. It doesn't seem like it really wants to let me. The caltraps don't seem like they're doing anything. I just don't have enough health to justify trying to fight this many people. And I don't have anywhere as many gadgets or anywhere as many
thieving
abilities.
Looks like this kitten's
We
got
are
the cream.
definitely getting into a very dangerous territory where let's go ahead and skip this.
It appears we have caught our intruder.
Oh, can't really skip that part.
Oh, tonight just keeps getting better. Batman will soon be dead. Now I have you too, Mrs. Kyle.
So I just gotta be careful, I guess. That's one down. Nope, that did not work well at all. Yeah, getting into a very dangerous situation here where we may get to the end or nearer to the end of this game and it's just
like this
too much of a
the cream.
frustration. Let's see if we can just throw caltrops pretty much everywhere. And then we'll select bolus. And then we'll try and skip this.
It appears we have caught our intruder. Teach her a lesson. Oh, tonight just keeps getting better. Batman will soon be dead.
See, like that stumbles them only for a brief second. Not enough that you can actually accomplish anything. And see, I just tried to counter the red beret guy, and that didn't really work. Part of the problem is I'm constantly having to counter things that's not giving me a lot of opportunities to hit the X button. And you can only take out the armored guy.
All units, we have visual confirmation. The steel mill is hit. Batman is down. I repeat, Batman is down.
And once again, that feels like a scenario where we just
Protocol 10 has completed and send out a squad to retrieve the Batman's body.
Understood, sir.
It that feels like a scenario where we just were allowed to win by the video game getting easier instead of being actually capable of winning through skill or an improved skill over what has now been many hours of experience.
You can do it. Just walk right out of here and leave him. It's easy. You'll never forgive yourself, Selina. Save Batman, then get out of here. It's not like he'll die. It's Batman, right?
So you get this picture of Batman, but it's not even loaded in, right? So, what's our quest? Escape Arkham City with the loot. Well, I hate to potentially choose something that would cause me to lose the game, but let's see what happens there. Did we leave Arkham City?
Screw him.
Yeah, Batman's a jerk. So you get a like fake ending there where you just get the full credits and she leaves Batman to die. Of course, this doesn't really make sense in the current runs of Batman where Catwoman is actually married to Batman, and in almost every instances in every instance she's been depicted, she would not have done what I just did. Interesting.
Joker's won. I can't believe I'm saying this. He's won. There's nothing we can do. Bruce is dead. He's gone. They're all gone. If you can hear this, send help, please.
And then it just rewinds.
All units, we have visual confirmation. The steel mill is hit. Batman is down. I repeat, Batman is down.
Good.
We'll see if the graphics pop in any better this second time.
Send out a squad to retrieve the Batman's body.
Understood, sir.
Nope.
You can do it.
It's still pretty
Just
bad.
Walk right out of here and leave him. It's easy. You'll never forgive yourself, Selina. Save Batman, then get out of here.
And see, that's
not
just
like
like a
he'll
fake
die.
credits,
It's
I would
Batman,
assume.
right?
I assume there's longer credits when the game is actually done. Drop suitcases and rescue Batman.
Since when did you grow a conscience?
I guess you can't crouch down or
Do
slide.
I have to do everything around here? Don't die, Batman. I'm coming to save you.
Like, you've got a whip even. Like, bring those briefcases with you. Okay, main game. We're pretty much in a bad position, so I think... Yeah, I'm gonna try something different here, and we'll try this combo first before we try to upgrade the armor. But we probably could benefit severely from having more armor upgrades. Although it would just be ballistic armor upgrades at this level.
Great. See what I give up for you, Batman. You better not be dead already.
And it just
Well,
cuts
what do we
directly
have
to
here?
him, which this is a great example of how this game could have been the whole time, is it could have just been cutscene to cutscene, and maybe then they could have worked
Figured
on the
you could use my help.
graphic engine
You're right.
more.
I think I chipped a nail back there.
You stick with the brooding. I'll handle the wisecracks. I guess we both know what Protocol 10 is now, right? If you're planning on stopping it, you need to hurry.
Boy, is this really just bad fuzzy graphics. Come on, load in textures. Steel mill. Ability to play as Catwoman. Ability to open the store.
Talia is in danger. I need to find her first.
Alright, so
Oracle. Strange is launching missile strikes on Arkham City from Wonder Tower. You shut this place down. Joker's taken Talia. I'm going after them.
You can't. Hundreds will be killed. I need your help to stop the attack.
He'll kill Talia.
You need to think this through. Batman can't let all these people die.
My tracker's not activating. Reroute all Wayne Tech satellites to boost the signal.
I can't do that. I realize it is difficult, Sam. But you need to decide if one life is worth sacrificing to save 1,000.
Don't do this, Alfred.
Batman must save Gotham.
again,
I'm sorry,
Alfred
but deep
coming
down,
off as
you know I'm right.
Oracle,
As
do
more-
not lose Talia's signal.
more
Okay,
pushy than
the
he
tower's
normally
locked
has
down.
ever been.
No way in without the codes. One of the choppers will be carrying the master control program. I just need to find that chopper.
Okay.
Multiple targets down. Body count is high.
Not that one.
We have multiple casualties.
Not that one. So these guys are just straight up shooting missiles.
Target is hit.
So we're still not...
I'm showing multiple hits in Sector 2.
We're still not, like, in a point where we can play as both characters. We're back to Batman, so theoretically we could get a whole bunch of things. Probably is worth our time to run and check out Bane's hideout. Yeah, there's still a lot going on. This sewer hole is now marked on the map. Yeah. Side mission wise was the stolen freeze technology. So we kind of know everything left. Hey, and that augmented reality section is now locked. Which, okay. I'd like to figure out how to do the identity theft or the Watchers in the Wings a little bit better. It does still feel like we are going to potentially just wander around the open world after the game is playable. Either that or we're just going to accidentally finish the game. And honestly, I don't think I'd be too upset if I did accidentally just finish the game.
Scans of the area are showing 15, no, 17 casualties.
If this is how all of Arkham City is going to get eliminated, it's going to potentially leave you with a very empty Arkham City. Which that might be fine.
It's successful. Multiple inmate casualties.
Although I think that would be fairly boring if we were running around the Arkham City and there was just nobody to fight at all. Okay, well, Fragile Alliance.
I've destroyed the containers, Bane.
Good.
On the ground, prisoner! Now! Help me, Batman! We must not allow these puppets to take the Titan!
Okay. Well, Batman, on the other hand, can take out a significant number of people, so...
I shall send you back to your master in pieces!
Unless Bane is going to start raging or something. See, he even apologizes when he accidentally hit you.
As I was saying, I've destroyed mine. I take it you've done the same?
In a manner of speaking, yes. Titan is too powerful to be used against me. I needed it all for myself. Now, do me a favor and die! Ah! No!
I knew I couldn't trust you, Bane, so I used you instead.
What?
Simple. You rounded up the remaining Titan. Now, I can destroy it.
Stop!
Okay.
Stop! Please!
Do we have enough? See, you would want to hear more of Batman's inner dialogue, though, if that was the truth. Because this really just comes off as Batman ad-libbing that he knew Bane was going to betray him. See, that just got us a achievement. We destroyed the rest of the Titan. And that seems to be it. There's a Riddler Trophy, but I don't think it's actually here.
I warned you, Bane.
Free me!
No. You'll get out. Eventually. I'm too busy to keep fighting you.
No!
So yeah, just another kind of unsatisfactory side mission there. Just closing off side missions left and right. But we don't have a new ability. And if I knew I was just going to end up playing as Batman again, I probably would have not upgraded Catwoman's abilities.
Target is hit.
Alright.
Hit successful. Multiple inmate casualties.
Let's go ahead and get closer to this plane.
Multiple targets down. Body count is high.
Yep. I suspect what's going to happen here
Inmate targets neutralized.
is we'll run into
Target is hit.
imagine we'll just have to scan a whole bunch of these until we decide we get to the right one. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is the very last one.
Down. Body count is high. It's successful. Multiple inmate casualties.
And that puts you in a bad position because I could potentially
Inmate targets neutralized.
try to scan one and miss one, and then have that end up be the one. And so then I'd have to run around the entire city a second time.
Missile lock. Structure is hit.
How did I
There's a
miss?
camera busted in Sector 3.
How did I
Targets are
miss
all
that
hit.
one?
Casualties in Sector 1 are topping 100.
This gets back to that whole idea.
20 more
Does
inmates.
Batman really care if people, criminals in particular, die?
Target is hit. All targets are lit. I repeat, we have multiple successful strikes, all on target.
Download the Master Control program just by pressing X and getting a cutscene.
It's successful. Inmate targets neutralized.
I've got the code. I'm heading to Wonder Tower.
Good. You're doing the right thing. The code should let you enter via the guard room near the main gate.
Don't lose Talia's signal. When I'm finished in the tower, I'm going after her. She doesn't know Joker. She's out of her depth. I need to save her.
So now we could potentially get a whole bunch of Riddler trophies and work towards that, or we could just work towards finishing the game and the story. It has gotten a little monotonous, frankly. Grapple boost takedown we still haven't done. Line launcher. Combo batarang. We have not seen anything with a backpack jammer. Line launcher. Remote electrical charge to hit another enemy. Finish a fight with a combo batarang. We still don't, I think, have a combo batarang. Let's see. Batarang. Combo batarang. I don't see anything here that says combo batarang. Special combo down. Combo bat swarm. Combo and just... yeah. It's so weird. There's nothing here called a combo batarang. Can we grapnel takedown? Can we figure out what button does that? Back claw slam is left trigger and Y. And then X. I think we already did that one. Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense. Still want to slide into one more enemy and aerial attack into one more enemy. Counter enemy projectiles. 2 enemies at once with a glide boost attack. I think we could probably do that. But yeah, we have not done a single combo batarang in combat. Apparently. For everything else we have done. And meanwhile, if we were to right now try and take out the rest of these enemies and the rest of these Riddler trophies, I think we can mostly get them, but I still think we're still waiting for one more upgrade. The only thing I guess I can think is that what's going to happen here is we probably shouldn't spend extra time trying to get any collectibles. Like, there is some kind of post-game or close to post-game mode that obviously happens here. And at that point, we can switch between Catwoman and Batman, I think, on the fly. That's the only thing that even makes sense. Or they work together in some kind of post-game co-op. Yeah, that's the only thing that even slightly makes sense. We're going to enter in here, and we're going to, at one point, I think, save Talia from the Joker. The Joker's going to get away, and then we're going to fight Wonder first, and then the Joker will end up being our final boss fight character again. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does something fairly extreme where he is at like the top of Wonder Tower and you have to go up that elevator, and that's when you know the game is going to be over. It doesn't seem like at this point the walls come down as far as Arkham City in the restricted area, and then there's more map to investigate. But that might be wrong, because we still do have like 63 Riddler trophies and 2 more destructible items, which I guess I did find one of those. And there's still obviously something that would push us to the museum, whereas there's kind of nothing, I think, that's pushing us to any of the other areas. I don't think we're ever going to go in that building. We didn't get as much as we'd like to get from the steel mill either. Yeah. Oh, I imagine what happens, I guess the more I think about it, is we fight our way towards Talia and this Joker turns out to be the identity thief, or a fake Joker of some sort. I guess we just have to at some point unlock AR training again, or we've just missed it. And you're pretty much unlikely, like you almost have a 0% chance that you would get all of the Riddler trophies at this before you beat the main story. Yeah. I really don't, like, as it drags on, as this game drags on, and that is the right way to describe it. Yeah, we still have 2 more characters, so each one of those could be a fake Joker easily. And Black Mask, I think, has to play a role at some point. Otherwise, he's just weirdly a tease for the next game or the prequel game. It's very possible Black Mask was in the prequel game. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know how to say it any other way. It's just that this game is dragging on more and more, and it's losing what little enthusiasm I had for it at the beginning, being a Batman game, and really just becoming a grind fest. Honestly, in modern days, a remake of this, you would just abridge this to almost no Riddler trophies or no Riddler trophies at all. You could probably get rid of all the Riddler trophies and just immediately have the Riddler kidnapped hostages and do those puzzles back to back to back. And instead of finding the location by having to find a certain number of trophies. You would have just had to find on the open world the location of the puzzle areas where the kidnapped people were. Get rid of the Riddler trophies and vastly increase the amount of experience you get from knocking out a character 4 or 5, maybe even 10 times as much XP for knocking out a character, and then you could have had a much quicker experience, and it wouldn't feel so bad to potentially just run around the open world as quickly as possible and not actually try and see every single square inch of the map. Because right now the Riddler trophies are pushing you to see every square inch of the map, but the graphics look terrible. And I think that's what really falls flat on this game more than anything, is that if these graphics looked way better, or if they had gone with a more cartoony style that would have been easier to render, then when you saw a generic water tower or a generic building, that there might be something more visually appealing there. But right now with the realistic graphics, it's just dark and dull and gritty and grimy throughout the entire city, and one section of the city is not that visually different from another section of the city, which I would have wanted to see more variety. I would have liked to see the section that was more around Poison Ivy's area to be very green and very full of plants. I would have liked to see the Steel Mill Amusement Mile to be very bright and colorful and not falling apart and rusted. I'd like to see the Freeze section be more frozen and more enthusiastic. The Penguin section to be more rich and opulent and not just broken down. The broken down part of the city should be the part where the political prisoners and the shantytown exists. But yeah, to have all of Arkham City be broken down is kind of ridiculous. And it does really beg the question as to how did Arkham City get built in the first place? Was this some district that had just been flooded for 100 years and they've ignored it? Or is this new destruction that happened? Or like, by the looks of it, it seems like some kind of flooding had to have happened to Arkham City somewhere between 30-50 years earlier. Not so far in the past that Batman wasn't still being Batman, because we see the Gotham Police Department with the bat signal, but not so recent that it would explain the amount of rust and the amount of sinking of buildings. Anyways, that's where I'm going to end this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.